Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your Timeless Love Reading. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides for my twin flames, my no contact, my situationships, complicated situations. What is going on in this connection? Where are we headed? What are the intentions? What does my person want me to know at this time? What does spirit want me to know at this time? So welcome back, everybody. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you receive messages that I've uploaded on this channel. Check out my other two channels, my main channel and my pick a card channel, and those links are in the description below as well. But this channel tries to focus on relationships that are twins, that are soulmates, maybe in separation, that are circumstances, things that I need a little bit more in-depth guidance with. So welcome, everyone. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you have for us, for whoever has found this reading? Any sign and any sign of the person that you're thinking of today. I do have some charms and some initials for you, so we will be using those. Spirit, please share with me. I have I'm daydreaming. I am always longing for you. So you're always in my thoughts. You're always connected to me in the 5D. You're always there. You know, it's like no matter where I turn, you're always there. Reciprocity. I want to have an equal give and take. A little bit of I wish that it had been more give and take, or I need more. Okay, I need more from you. I need more understanding. I need more communication. I have reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Okay, so a little bit of a confession there. In that church energy, I have a confession. Okay, so maybe you're just waiting for the truth. You know, if you just told me what's going on, then I can handle it. It's sometimes you make up more stuff in your head, you know, than what's really going on. But telling the truth is imperative. So maybe I'm looking for, I have a confession and I have responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. So somebody has a lot on their plate. Somebody is only able to give what they can give. And it feels like I'm trying hard. I can't give anymore. So I have a little bit of a push-pull energy coming in today. I'm trying to make this happen. I have a new chapter. I'm trying to move on. So one of you is trying to move on, but at the same time, I can't. You know, as much as I am trying to move on and I'm hoping that I could have this kind of fireworks with someone else, maybe I'm really struggling with, I can't get you off my mind. It's preventing me from meeting somebody else, or everybody I meet definitely does not have the chemistry or the connection that I've always felt for you. And I have broken. I have a runner. So do I have somebody? I don't want to run anymore. I feel broken. I feel shattered about this situation. I'm struggling. So I definitely feel like somebody is trying their best to move on, but it's nearly impossible. And I guess I'm just wondering what to do next. You know, it's kind of that feeling of, I just don't even know where to start. So we could be really struggling with, you know, I'm in love with somebody I can't have. I'm in a place where everybody's saying move on and I just can't. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have a Queen of Swords. I have a King of Swords. We need to talk is how that came into me. So I feel like that honest truth, that confession is out there. I feel like this is a deep, deep, deep conversation because there's more going on here is how I feel. I have a Tower. I guess I can't accept that it's over. I won't accept that it's over. So there's a sense of, even though maybe we're not talking or we're disconnected right now, there's a sense that I just can't accept it. I won't accept it. It doesn't feel right to me. And usually that is that telepathic connection between the souls that is saying, I'm still here. I'm here in the 5D. I think about you, you think about me. We're passing messages back and forth. Then we come back into the real world and we can't wrap our head around accepting that it's over, because the 5D versions of us are still connected. I'm still in love with you. I definitely feel the love. I feel like somebody has some responsibilities and they're really struggling with juggling it all, whether they're a single parent, work, life, struggling it all and being there for you at the same time. So we could be going back and forth with, I need more attention, I need more from you, and there's just nothing left to give. So we just constantly are battling kind of this energy of there's not enough hours in the day, there's not enough time, there's not enough energy. Let's see, I'm frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. I do feel that. I feel this brokenness. I feel this, I can't control how I feel. I want you to hurt too. And that's not a nice thing to say, but it somehow makes me feel better to know that maybe you're heartbroken or you're missing me or you're struggling as much as I am, because it wouldn't be fair if I'm the only one who's feeling this way. That doesn't feel fair either. I feel like this person has just been trying to juggle. There's a sense of juggling. I've been juggling for too long. I've been juggling too many things. I have laughter. I'll be a shining light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. I feel like I want to say, remember when we laughed, remember when we smiled, you bring me a lot of joy. We're good together. There's a sense of this didn't go away. And why are we, I feel like I'm letting out the outside world influence us. I might even be letting someone else influence us somehow. I have envy. I resent that you have what I most desire, so I will belittle your success to make myself look better. Is somebody jealous of the other person? Is somebody envious of, I want the life that you have? You shouldn't be in a loving relationship, but if one person has, I want to say the freedom, okay? The one person has, you can come and go whenever you want. You can decide whether you're going to see me or not see me. You're going to decide what your schedule's like. It's kind of, I want that, like, how come I don't have that? So there's a little bit of somebody's dictating the time that we're together. I have growth. I will ignite a spark inside of you, inspiring deeper depth and expansion. We need to grow. Okay. We need to move on from where we are right now. I'm really struggling with, of course, where we're at. I have dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my own benefit. So this feeling, they said, of I have a confession, that they're holding back. That I feel like they're talking to somebody else, but not like a third party situation. It's either having conversations about, having someone else help them decide whether they're in or out. They shouldn't be having conversations about you on any level, with somebody. I don't care if they're friends. I don't care, who they are. But that to me is kind of throwing you under the bus or going behind your back in a sense. Deep, dark times and isolation, and I need time alone. They probably said this. They probably said, I just need some time. That's the classic. I just need some time. And sometimes it's good for them to feel that isolation because then they realize how much they love you. They realize how much they miss you. Reminiscing on past precious moments. Okay, so I'm definitely giving some thought to not everything is hurtful. Not everything is painful. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of things that I love about our relationship. So I don't want to, look at one thing and say that, 99% of it isn't working. I don't feel like that is. I feel like I'm caught in a web of lies. There's definitely something going on with this person, that there's a sense of confession. There's a sense of, I have to share with you, what is going on at this point. I have to share with you, what is happening. So maybe they've been holding back something that on a decision or, their plans for the future. They've made some decisions, they've made some plans, but they haven't told you, or they haven't told you everything, something like that. True love stories never end. So I feel like your souls are talking to each other, and that's how we feel. Social media got me in trouble. Maybe I shouldn't have been talking to that person. Maybe I shouldn't have been liking that person. Maybe I shouldn't have been messaging that person behind the scenes. Okay, I didn't, this isn't probably appropriate energy. Let's get some initials. I have my big, beautiful bowl of tarot dice today, tarot charms and initials. So let's grab some dice. Let me roll a few of these and see. Okay, so we'll put these over here for a second. And then let me grab a handful of the tile. Okay, so we got lots of letters. We've got some cards. So let's start with these guys. This looks like 9, 10 of swords, 10 of wands. So it's harder than I thought it would be, is really what's going on. I have a lot of responsibility. The relationship is carrying a lot. I feel like I'm carrying a burden, and the relationship shouldn't be a burden, whether that's on your side or their side. And I'm struggling with that. I have a 7 of swords, so I definitely feel the dishonesty. I definitely feel like somebody is struggling here. What are my tiles here? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, here's my hermit. Let's see. Here's my little hermit. And here's my 7 of swords. So it's because I'm being dishonest. Now I find myself alone. Now I'm struggling. I wasn't expecting any of this. That could be going on. All right. And this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to battle. Okay. I don't want to battle anymore. So here's my hermit. Here's my judgment. I'm going to say I did not make the right choices with that judgment. I did not think ahead. Okay. Poor judgment. Let's say it that way. And I have a son. So that is hopeful, with this sense of maybe we could have a restart, a fresh start, a new beginning. Maybe we can think about, what we could do differently, if we can change things. Let's get some of these initials in place. I have an O, an I have an E, U, V. I have the letter T. I have another U, a J, another O, another V. I have an R, I have a big R and a little r. Okay. I have an A. I have a B. I have another R. Okay. I have the letter M, the letter P. I have an E. I have a G. Okay. Another R. R is the winning letter of the day. I have an F. I have an F. I'm going to put that F over here. I'm going to put the U up here, just so they're not back to back. And then I have the letter L. Okay, so some of you may be connecting to those letters. We have that Seven of Swords again with this feeling of, are you being honest? You know, I'm going to say, have they been honest? Spirit, have they been honest with us? Are they ready to confess what is on their mind? It's like a behind the scenes energy. So I don't necessarily feel like they're in a third party. Some of you, it could be definitely they're talking to somebody, but I feel like they're having conversations about your relationship that they should be having conversations with you about, not like a best friend or a family member or somebody at work, you know. And I feel like that's where it's inappropriate. I have a Knight of Swords. I have a Three of Pentacles. I have a Four of Cups. And I have a Seven of Cups. The Four of Cups came into me as missing you, and they could be the one that's really struggling with, I'm trying to move on, but nothing's working, or I haven't met anybody, or I'm meeting all the wrong people. That could be you, that could be them. But it is a sense of, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Okay. Not everybody puts me on a pedestal the way that you did. I would say that. I'm not necessarily enjoying conversations. Like, this feels like conversations, quick conversations. You get me. It just came into me. I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't have to give you the background, you know, and like start all over with somebody else. So I miss kind of just this quick conversation. I have a Six of Wands. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. Wow. And I have a King of Pentacles. I feel I want to go back to the responsibility, because I feel like they use that as an excuse a lot. You don't get it. My work is really hard. You don't get it. I'm tired. You don't get it. The stress I'm under. You do get it, because you probably work hard and you probably understand. It's somebody who is struggling with life and work balance. It's somebody who is struggling with, I put all of my energy into my career or my work, and then I'm exhausted for anything else. So I have to sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday so that we can't do anything. Six of Wands and a Knight of Cups came into me as, what could I do to recapture you? This person is giving some thought to, how can I recapture you? What literally could I do to make you change your mind? What could I do that would, I don't want to say make this all go away, but if they could make this all go away, they would. They just want to go back to being normal, acting normal, and, you know, getting over a breakup and making up. You don't just go from, I'm sorry, to we're right back where we were. We've got to go through some phases of kind of thinking about, you know, what happened and trusting again. I have a Knight of Wands and I have a Three of Wands at the bottom of my deck. So I have a feeling this person is going to they're saying show up. There's a sense of showing up, knocking on your door. There's a sense of wanting to talk about a future with you. There's a sense of I missed you, and kind of that makeup session that happens, that very intense. I'm going to say a reunion. This reunion produces tears. There's a reunion with tears. It's just frustration comes off our shoulders, exhaustion, relief. I mean, there's probably a million emotions that go through your mind. And I feel like we both feel the same way. Like, I just don't want to be like this. So do we have two people that still love each other? Yes. We have two people that are just having a really hard time finding a way to do it all and to have a healthy relationship. I have a beautiful leaf bowl here today with my magic spoon, and we're going to get a scoop of your charms. So let me pick a little corner that I feel drawn to. I'm going to twist this. I feel like I want to go over here. So let's go over here. All right. I do feel, this person knows where you live. I feel that they're going to just show up. They're either going to text you and say, I'm outside. Can I come in? We need to talk. Will you come out and talk to me? Something like that. Let's get some charms. All right. So I'm going to go with this turtle first, because I feel like this reconciliation is going way too slow. Maybe it's taking much too long for this person to react to the situation. It's been much longer than I ever thought it would be. So that could be really, really frustrating. The bike is more of a feeling of getting back on a bike, getting back on the bicycle, right? You fall, like getting back on a horse, getting back on a bicycle. Also, this person could be a very avid bike rider. It's a hobby. I like to bike on the weekends, but maybe it's interfering for, you spend every weekend biking 20, 30 miles and we don't do anything else. So, maybe a hobby has interfered with somebody's life. I have a present that I came into me as bearing gifts. I have a big rose. This person may come back with a gift. They, not that they can buy your love, but just some kind of peace offering. It feels like what do they call it? An olive branch, right? An olive branch peace offering. I feel like they arrive with a gift. There's a sense of, here, these are for you. Whether you're excited about them or not, probably not, but they're trying. So some kind of flower, some kind of, something small, I guess. I feel lucky, a lucky charm. So luck is on your side. That feels nice. Okay, Star David. So religion could be affecting this connection. You could be different religions, maybe families getting involved, interfering, giving their 2 cents, being opinionated. I have a cat, so I'm so grateful I have my cat because I'm not alone. That's how that just came into me. And I have what is this? Just another big star. Let me see. Oops, my nails won't let me get it. Okay, I got it. Let's see, another big star. So I like the star and the wheel together, because if we look at it as like a star card and the wheel as I'm being guided, but I'm also in control. I can steer the ship. I can steer the boat wherever I want to go. So there's a sense of steering it to where we want to go. Okay. That if we both believe in this love, we have the ability to steer it, is what I really want to say. So that feels, it feels hopeful. I'm going to use that word. It feels hopeful because I don't feel like I want to give up on this connection. I feel that this is a soul contract where we are still talking to each other on a telepathic level. And Spirit's saying that could be very frustrating at times because you just you don't feel in your heart that it's over. It's not over. So I feel like this person's coming back with some kind of olive branch. They started right from the beginning with some kind of confession. So we're going to take that. What is a loving messages, Spirit? What is it that you need me to know today? I wish I could hold you in my arms and tell you how much you mean to me. So I want to hold you. I've been working on my self-love and my self-worth. I've been trying to just take care of myself and thinking about some of the things that you said. I've always been afraid of this love. I've always been afraid of a deep love, a committed love, a love that I felt somebody else could take away or would be taken away. I will be there by your side when you're ready. So if you're ready to try this again, or talk about, we got to keep working at this. We're not going to start over from scratch. We're going to try to fix the mistakes. I wanted to tell you so many times already how much I miss you. I do feel like that's really going on in this connection right now. I feel like if I could just tell you I miss you, if I could just hold you, if I would know, it's almost the sense of if I could just hold you without all this kind of, deep conversation, it just would be so much easier, wouldn't it? Without you in my life, I feel lost. So I'm starting to realize how much, you mean to me and how much a part of your life it's that constant looking at my phone or waiting for your call, or I go to tell somebody something and you're not there. So it's just, I just can't believe it. I'm so proud of who you have become. I'm proud of the things that you're working on. I'm proud of the changes that you're making. Deep down, my intentions with you have always been pure. Nice. So is this person ready to, like I said, there's a sense of confession. There's a sense of, I want to tell you that my feelings for you are genuine. I want to tell you how much I miss you. I made some kind of error in judgment. I hurt you, obviously, or we're both hurting. And how do we fix things? It's really, we have to both want it. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. So I will tell you, throughout this whole reading, I felt incredibly hopeful. So I'm just going to ask Spirit to guide you both, because in order for the union to come back into a reunion, the tearful reunion, you both have to be ready. You both have to want it. So I'm going to ask, and pray for both of you. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. That feels positive, doesn't it? Feels very loving energy. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide you to this kind of love again. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamelinPsychicMedium.com. Also, my other two channels are in the description below. My main channel with lots of love readings and my pick a card channel. So you could enjoy those readings as well. Enjoy your day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.